Acura just showed us the 2024 TLX A-Spec and Type S, and I'm gonna show you guys all the differences for this model year because there are quite a few and they're a little bit subtle. So let's start with the A-Spec real quick, and we have to start with the styling. They revised the front grille. It's a very subtle difference. If you've been looking at the TLX for a while, you might notice it. It's got a new spindle front grille. They have the housing for all your sensors inside the Acura logo, which is a lot more clean, a lot more sleek, and they brought the front bumper. They redesigned this portion so it sticks out a lot more. And if you take a step back, you take the whole thing in, even with the same chicane LED daytime running lights, it looks a lot more aggressive, and it's a nice tasteful touch. Not too aggressive, very subtle, but improved. I'm not mad at it, honestly. If we go onto the wheels, this is the A-Spec trim, like you can see from this badge right here. So you get 19-inch wheels with that shark gray color and black lugs, which is a nice tasteful touch. The trim we're not seeing here is the basically the new base, which is the technology package included in the base model, and that will start at a higher price. Hasn't been announced yet, but stay tuned for that. This is kind of the second trim above that, and then the Type S is the third highest trim, which we'll show you after that. Going on the back here, because the A-Spec, you do get blacked out mirror caps, blacked out trim around the whole thing, gloss black on the B pillars, gives it a very sporty and aggressive stance. Nice shark fin antenna up top, and I'm a big fan of this paint color right here. Looks really nice, it reflects light really nicely. And if you come up top, they did slightly revise the rear spoiler here. So that's to improve aerodynamic and that balance with the rear diffuser because they changed the design. You get new circle dual tip exhaust. So one here, one over here. Not quad tip, but it's inspired by that Type S design. Looks really nice here. And because of that, they changed the diffuser, which is why they made those design changes. As far as that goes, as far as everything else goes, it's pretty much the same with the trunk space. Not much to speak on that behalf, but I really want to get into the Type S because they made some changes there, and we'll show you the inside, which is really, really nice, especially for 2024. Starting up front here, you do get your Type S badge, the iconic, signature styling for that. A new front grille with the diamond pattern, gloss black, very nice and tasteful. The same setup, but you'll notice a front-facing camera because this has a 360 surround view camera system, which I'll show you guys how to access when we get inside because it's quite unique. You get the same lower portion, though, the same front splitter. This is a new paint color, and I'll put the name up here. Looks really nice. If you take a step back, looks really cool with the way the light reflects on it. Nice little gold flakes in here. Very nice, especially if you see in person. I recommend it because it looks very good. But if we go into the wheel package, they did paint these wheels full blacked out. You get the same red brake calipers by Brembo. Sticky tires, these ones are by, these ones measure the same at 255/35 R20s. So your wheel package mechanically has stayed identical. All right, guys, so under the hood is the 3-liter V6 with your turbocharger. Your nice spoolie boy, your turb ski, whatever you guys want to call it, helps to get the same 355 horsepower. You might be mad that it's not making any more horsepower. If you really want to do it yourself, you can. Trust me on that. This is a good power plant. It goes to the super handling all-wheel drive system, which is standard on this model, obviously. And I want to speak on the all-wheel drive powertrain real quick because these are the only two models that will have super handling all-wheel drive exclusively. You can only get them in all-wheel drive, and that is it. There's no front-wheel drive option for the A-Spec. You can only get front-wheel drive in the trim that's below this A-Spec, which is the one with the technology package. So keep that in mind. You get a base Acura TLX that's only front-wheel drive. You can't get all-wheel drive on it. All-wheel drive starts here, and it continues as you'd expect on the TLX Type S, which it is a beaut to drive. I've driven it before, handles like a dream, very well balanced, and it just does wonders with how they've tuned that system. Let's close the hood though, and let's hop into the front row. All right, front seats, very similar to the 2023 model year. Nice red leather with suede insert, perforated, heated, ventilated, and you get nice Type S embossed in the headrest. It's a nice touch. Simple sunroof, no panoramic, unfortunately. But if you look at the finishes here, they've updated like stitching. Nice touches over here, stitching up there, really nice. And you'll notice the star of the show is this new larger touchscreen. They made it 20% larger, and they've improved the processing speed on it to make it more responsive, more snappy. Unfortunately, it is not a touchscreen. The only way you can control it is you take your fingers and you use the True Touch trackpad, which I'll be honest with you guys, it's intuitive once you learn how to use it. Until then, you do have to go through the learning curve. So I wish they had the option for both, but this does work once you get the handle on it. You do a nice palm rest here to use that. It's very responsive. You look at how fast and responsive that is. It is getting to exactly where I want to get to. So it's nice. Right below here, wireless charger, nice and tucked away, so it doesn't eat up too much center console space, and it doesn't eat into your overall controls over here. Simple cup holders. You do have your nice convenient volume knob, push button gear selector, your drive mode selector, and then your AC controls. Very easy, tactile, and convenient. Armrest, nice and padded. You get the same storage space. They have little bags in there. We're not going to show you guys that because it don't look pretty. But let's hop over to the driver's side and show you guys what you get there because it gets even better. All right, so the star of the show for this 2024 TLX, I think in my opinion, is this center screen. Full edge to edge. It takes up the whole space. If you actually want to show from the center here, I'll grab it. It looks amazing. They've made a lot of improvements. Don't mind this, the check engine light. This is a car that's hooked up to a battery tender right now, so just for accessory purposes. But it is really nice. Looks very cool, very engaging, and it's dynamic. So you can control the different menus here, which is cool. But above that, you get a heads-up display. Let me show you guys this real quick. We'll go 1x here. We'll go 3x. Trying to show you guys that. Get that in focus. And using this knob right here, we'll focus on that for you guys. You can control the different menus. You go back here. You get your navigation, your speed. You can update that information depending on what you prefer, which is nice. And you get this nice Type S, obviously, steering wheel with the perforations on the side here. The 9 and 3 grips are very solid. Your paddle shifters, leather wrap with red stitching, Type S badge down here, and it's a very nice steering wheel. Going down here, you can adjust the tilt and your brightness on the heads-up display, which is new. You have your parking brake here, your window defroster, the parking sensors, which they've improved the blind spot monitoring for 2024, so it detects further back than before. And then this right here is your gauge cluster display brightness. But I want to show you guys this button right here. If you press it, it gives you a 360 surround view camera. It's a quick shortcut, very convenient because that's new for 2024. And if I press it again, it shows you the mirrors, the camera that come off the mirrors. And right now it's showing just the door open on the wheels because that's where it's facing. But you can interface with that and actually change your views depending on what you want. And then you get a nice darker night view if it's too bright at night. So that's a nice improvement for 2024. I love to see that. Really well integrated, and they're high quality cameras, so they still look good even at night. Going on the door, they made some slight improvements to the stitching. Nothing too crazy there. You have the same ELS Studio sound system, which is tuned, sounds great, and you have speakers all over. I'm gonna put the count of speakers up here so you guys can see that. In the back seat, the nice thing with Acura is they give you the same treatment front and back. You have this nice leather, it feels very supple, perforation, nice suede insert here. They're not heated, they're not ventilated. Unfortunately, I would like to see that, but they are very comfortable. And if you bring out this, armrest, very plush, so very nice armrest. It's literally like a marshmallow up here. And you get cup holders, a nice snack tray, and USB-C ports. So that's great. You also get speakers above your head if you want to get a shot of that as part of the ELS Studio sound system. And aside from that, headroom and legroom is really generous back here. But I'm going to fold these seats down because I want to show you guys something cool. So if I go to fold the seats down, which you can only do from the trunk, unfortunately, there's no quick release up here, which would have been nice. You see the Type S unique aspect with this, which is the strut brace. That increases structural rigidity, helps improve handling, eats up on your practicality with all the seats down. You can't have a big pass through. You just get this access here. So that is unfortunate. I've seen this on the Elantra N, but it definitely makes a difference, guys. This is there for a reason, and it is sturdy as it should be. It's a cool touch, and it really, I think, it adds to the character of these vehicles because it is a very bold move for a company to do that and impact practicality for performance. I think it shows you how serious of a performance enthusiast you have to be in order to commit to one of these vehicles. So, and as far as design goes, it's the same thing in the back. You get a nice deck lid spoiler with the carbon fiber. It's now going to be gloss as opposed to a flat back, so just keep that in mind. You get Type S badging here, your super handling all-wheel drive, and then the same quad-tipped exhaust around the back. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. If you have any questions about this vehicle, drop them in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.